Bonjour and hello to all of you. In today's video, I wanted to show you my updated version of stuffed chicken wings, and this version is going to be the deep fried version compared to the oven baked, and it's a little bit more simpler in terms of ingredients compared to my older recipe. So I wanted to share with all of you so that you can give this one a try. And stuffed chicken wings is definitely one of those type of dishes that I only make once a year because of how labor intensive it is. Deboning the chicken wings takes a lot of time. Having to make the filling and then stuffing it and then cooking it just takes quite a lot of labor, but it's totally worth it. The flavor, texture, everything about it is totally worth it if you have the time to make it. So I'm going to show you this updated version today. Hopefully you can give this one a go. With that, let's get straight to it and start cooking. The first thing I want to do is to debone the chicken wings. So I'm going to show you how I like to do it. In this bowl, I have 12 whole chicken wings. And to debone chicken wings, the first thing I want to do is to actually break up the joints here and here. And then at the very end of the drum mat here, I'm going to take a kitchen scissor and just work around the meat and the fat and detach it from the bone. I prefer using kitchen scissors because it's a lot safer. I find it a lot easier compared to using a paring knife. You could definitely use a paring knife, but I do find that it's a little bit dangerous, especially if the chicken slips off your hands or you cut yourself accidentally because of that. So I recommend trying out kitchen scissors to see if that works out for you. I'm going to go around and just work away around the bones in between the meat and the fat here. And then with my fingers, I do my best to detach the meat and the fat from the bones. And then once I get to this part here, I'm just going to use the kitchen scissors to help me remove the meat and fat and cartilage. And then the drumette bone is removed. Now onto the wingette bone. From here, again, you're just going to do your best using your fingers to kind of help you see where you need to cut. And then sometimes the meat comes off pretty easy away from the bones, and then you could just remove it easily like this. I'm going to do the same to the other bone. This section here, the fat usually sticks onto this bone, so you can use scissors to help detach from it. But sometimes I'll just use my fingers to see if it can remove itself. And it did. Once the drumette and the wingette bones are removed, then we're going to fold it back. And then you should have a debone chicken wing like this. And the tip, we're not going to debone it, just leave it as is. But I'm going to continue finishing the rest and then we'll start marinating this. So all the chicken wings are deboned. At this point, I'm going to marinate this to give it extra flavor. I'm going to add in some salt. I have some sugar here, some garlic powder, fish sauce, dark soy sauce, and black pepper. Give this a really good mix and then give this a good cover and allow this to sit at room temperature for 1 hour to marinate, or you can put it in the fridge and let it marinate overnight. So for the stuffing, I am using 2 bundles of bean thread noodles. This is roughly around 3 ounces of dried bean thread noodles. I'm going to hydrate this and add in some hot tap water and allow this to soak for at least 15 to 30 minutes. Once it becomes pliable like this, I'm going to drain the liquid, and then with scissors, I do like to cut the noodles a little bit smaller so it'll be easier for us to mix and stuff the chicken wings. To the noodles, I'm going to add in some ground chicken thigh. You can use ground pork as well, or any meat of your choice, but chicken or pork will work best for this recipe. And here I have some wood ear mushrooms that I finely diced as well. Some chopped green onions, shredded carrots, and then to season this, I have some garlic powder, some salt, black pepper, chicken bouillon powder, and oyster sauce. Give this a really good mix until everything is incorporated and well combined. And then we are done with the stuffing, so we're ready to fill it inside the chicken wings. So here are the chicken wings that I have marinated overnight in the fridge. To stuff this, we're just going to open the part here of the drumette, and then we're going to take a small portion of the filling and just stuff it in with your thumb, and use your thumb to help push down the stuffing. And do your best not to overfill the chicken wings because they do expand as they cook, especially the noodles. Once it's filled like this, I do like to press it with my fingers so that the filling gets distributed, and it should look something like this. And then I'm going to continue stuffing the rest. If you have any extra leftover filling, you can saute it and just eat it as a snack. Once the chicken is all stuffed, we are ready to coat and fry. So I'm going to coat this in some tapioca starch and make sure it's completely coated, and then just shake off any excess tapioca starch. And then I do like to place this on a cooking rack over a baking tray to allow any excess starch to fall off. And just keep doing this until all the chicken wings are completely coated. Once all the chicken wings are coated, I do like to let this sit for at least 5 minutes to allow the starch to soak up all of that moisture and stick onto the chicken wings. And then we are ready to fry. So here I have some neutral oil in a good frying pan. Allow this to heat up to about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And then drop in the chicken wings. I do like to cook this in 2 batches so that I don't overcrowd the pan. And then I'm going to cook this for about 8 to 10 minutes until it's golden brown and the internal temperature is about 165 degrees Fahrenheit or higher. After 8 to 10 minutes, this is what it should look like. Super golden brown, very crispy, and ready to put into a colander to drain off any of that excess oil. And then I'm going to continue cooking the second batch. And that's it for the fried stuffed chicken wings. Allow this to cool for at least 5 minutes before you enjoy it. To serve this, I do like to place this on a plate. And you can eat this as is or serve it with a side of sweet chili sauce or whatever sauce you like to eat chicken wings with. Go for it. But this is what the stuffed chicken wings looks like. Very golden and crispy and super delicious and very filled. I'm going to cut this in half so that you can see what it looks like inside. And voila, this is what it looks like inside. This stuffed chicken wing is pretty flavorful already, so I like to just eat it as is without the sweet chili sauce. But you have the option to dip the stuffed chicken wings in some sweet chili sauce and enjoy it while it's still hot and crispy. So hope you can give stuffed chicken wings a try. They are a labor of love. Until then, I will see you in my next video.